Do you feel my? I will be your special someone that will be beside you when you need me. Can't you see me? Do you feel my? Tell me, do you feel my love? I know this is more than just a crush. You are always on my mind. I cannot get enough of you. Yeah, running through my mind like all day. I don't even know what else I could fucking say. You are something special. I know that you sent from heaven. Gotta have you right beside me. Told you, baby, that I need you. Don't never lie to me. Tell me the truth. I don't even care, girl. You know we can jot the roof. I just wanna fly with you. Just me and you. And I'm burning up, and I'm burning up. No. Say it again. I'm burning up. Say I'm burning up. No. Oh, I will be your special someone that will be beside you when you need me. Can't you see me? Do you feel my love? I will be your special someone that will be beside you when you need me. Can't you see me? Do you feel my? I will be your special someone that will be beside you when you need me. Can't you see me? Do you feel my? I will be your special someone that will be beside you when you need me. Can't you see me? Do you feel my? Tell me, do you feel my love? I know this is more than just a crush. You are always on my mind. I cannot get enough of you. Yeah, running through my mind like all day. I don't even know what else I could fucking say. You are something special. I know that you sent from heaven. Gotta have you right beside me. Told you, baby, that I need you. Don't never lie to me. Tell me the truth. I don't even care, girl. You know we can jot the roof. I just wanna fly with you. Just me and you. And I'm burning up, and I'm burning up. No. Say it again. I'm burning up. Say I'm burning up. No. Oh, I will be your special someone that will be beside you when you need me. Can't you see me? Do you feel my love?
What it do? It's your boy Smuvie Mane, Bruce Wayne, and you already know, bro. We got a lot to talk about today, man. I was sitting there thinking to myself, really, I got this juice from one of my homeboys at work, Jackson. What if Giannis wins another championship? Should we be putting him in this GOAT conversation? Just think about it. Just think about it. We got more to talk about. Got lots to talk about.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better call somebody! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Smuvie Mane Entertainment presents Welcome to the Show! I'm your host, Smuvie Mane Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the Paper Chaser. Holla at your boy. And welcome to the show.
I came in to take game over, eating everything, no leftovers. I pulled up with all my soldiers. Boss status, one word is over. In my hood, they treat me like Hova. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. Pressure, I'm prime pressure. I'm out there, throw sign letting off. 100 car, about to let it off.
So, like I was saying, man, this is episode 47, the Greek Freak Talk, the GOAT Talk. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a very well needed conversation that we need to have here. I'm not gonna say Giannis is the most disrespected player. That'll be kind of reaching, but ain't nobody been more disrespected than Russell. Russell Dressbrick, his name is getting dragged through the mud and all that stuff. But just the fact that Giannis has been great. He's got that LeBron syndrome where he's been great for so long, and we've already programmed and expected him to act and play a certain way. It's not his fault. But when you keep putting up numbers and having great highlights and epic blocks, epic dunks, doing things that people damn near know that they weren't expecting you to do, it's always great. But when people start to see this, it's just like they expect you to be great. They expect you to put up these type of numbers. So anything that you do will be overlooked, you know what I'm saying, because you've already done it before. Like I said, it's not a knock on him or anything like that. I'm sure a lot of people in the media, you know what I'm saying, probably feel this way. If not, you know what I'm saying, that will sway their votes towards other people because they haven't been there before, or it's their second time winning it, you know what I'm saying, or there's situations and stuff like that. Like, for instance, Jokic, he's playing with a box of screens and, you know what I'm saying, 2 paper clips. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, though. So, it's definitely expected why people will have him in the voting. Joel Embiid, I said it last week, you know, versus them. Who did I have? I think I said I picked Jokic, but that was just between them two. If I didn't specify or be specific on what I was trying to say between those two, that was the contest between those two who I would pick, and stuff like that. But like I said, it's just that battle of the bigs, storylines, who you got out there on the court, all that plays a factor. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be hard for Giannis to like be seen when certain stuff is going on and stuff like that. They ain't taking away nothing from Jokic and Joel Embiid or anything like that. Joel Embiid had a phenomenal run between December and the beginning of the year, January, where he was just scoring like over 30 points, I think 40-point games, 35-point games and stuff like that. Like, playing phenomenal basketball. And let's not forget, even though he wasn't like Jokic, he was playing without one of his co-stars, Ben Simmons. So we got to put that in factor and stuff like that. And like I said, with Jokic, he's playing with 2 rubber bands and 2 paper clips out there. So, you got to put that into consideration too for Jokic. No Jamal Murray, no Michael Porter Jr. So that's definitely a big hit, what he's got going on and stuff like that. So if we weren't looking at numbers, looking at records and stuff like that, I think that would be highly a good argument. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, we're not taking nothing away from none of these cats, but Giannis is, I think we've been spoiled. You feel what I'm saying? We've been spoiled. So it's just like I said, it's the LeBron syndrome. Man's putting up phenomenal numbers, and stuff like that. We're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna take a break, intermission right quick while we pay some of these bills, as most people say. But we got, like I said, we got a lot to talk about. This is just the tip of the This is just the tip of the iceberg right here. Not even full-fledged deep dive into it. But we got y'all. Hold on one quick second.
Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. He's been a good boy, so I'ma let him play with it. He know I'm a savage, I need the whole day with it. I'm a selfish bitch, never gave a fuck. If I fuck that nigga one time, he a lucky motherfucker. I'm a blessing, me and Poppy catching flights. Private jets to the yachts, them city lights. I like to twerk on the dick. Sit back, relax, let mama work on the dick. Yeah, he got me spoiled. We just flew to London for the weekend. We playing hide and seek so daddy come find me. We kicking big boss shit, I love it when you inside me. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. I love the way he kiss her. He can't sleep because he miss her. He know this shit expensive. Gotta blow a bag just to sniff her. Me and Shawty keep it 1K. We don't tell each other secret. He keep them hoes in they place. He a dog, I'm a savage, so it ain't shit to say. I love that gutter shit. Make wanna put a whole cake in his face. Eat it up, then beat it up. I'm an all-nighter, he keep it up. I love the ride, he going crazy. Deep stroke, them feet so. Slim waist with a fat cat. Porn star, make it talk bad. Guarantee he coming right back. That big kid and them big fast. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. Lay in it. He just wanna stay with it. He just wanna play with it. Do this shit all day with it. I love the way he kiss her. He can't sleep because he miss her. He know this shit expensive. Gotta blow a bag just to sniff her. Lay in it. Stay with it. Play with it. All day with it. Lay in it.
I gotta say, man, this should go deeper than in this go talk right now too. Like I said, it's deeper than that. Let's talk about why he's not being considered an MVP candidate right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let some guys talk, and they can explain it a little bit better, man. I like to get juice, pour y'all some juice from a different cup and a different perspective, mind. Some of these analysts and what they think and reporters what they think, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I like I said, bro, I believe that disrespect is definitely real, and we need to address this. I'm gonna address it. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. So let's take a listen real quick. Let's take a listen real quick.
Rob, I am feeling like Giannis, I don't know if he's there yet, but I think we're edging there, is becoming the most disrespected superstar of his generation. You laid out some of the case today for why he should absolutely be thrown into the MVP race in every conversation, that it's not just Jokic versus Embiid, which I agree with. But just in general, I've never seen people go out of their way to look for more reasons not to declare somebody either the best player in the league or 1B to Durant, if we're going to do that. He answers every question we have in the finals last year. He plays hurt. He comes through on the biggest stages. He has iconic plays. He handles his business the right way. He crushes on both ends. He's the best defensive player in the league. He's averaging 30, 11, and 6. He's carried a team that's had a lot of moving pieces during the year. He never really misses games or seems to get hurt. He's a true freak. He's in the prime of his career. What am I missing?
Nothing, as far as I can see. But okay, most disrespected is a big word this week when Russell Westbrook is getting laughed out of buildings, basically. So the threshold has changed a little bit.
But he's earned the disrespect in a lot of ways. And also, like,
absolutely.
When you talk a lot of shit and you carry yourself a certain way and then you're on your way down, everybody lines up to get their punches in, right? With Giannis, it's like people are like begrudgingly respectful for him. And I don't really understand it. Maybe I'm arguing with the straw man. I don't know.
No, you're not. I mean, just early this season, I think it was Tracy McGrady who was saying, oh, if Giannis played in our era, he would just be another guy. He wouldn't be as effective. It's weird that, like, you'll hear legends from previous generations say, oh, the Steph Currys couldn't cut it, but also Giannis, the guy who lives at the rim, plays completely inside, totally physical, all energy. I don't know how you can have it both ways. I don't know what they think the sweet spot of their game was that neither of those guys could have thrived, but Giannis is one of those players who I think in any era of NBA basketball could have been amazing, but is particularly empowered by this one, by putting the ball in his hands, by enabling him in that way. And once you do that, I mean, there's just no turning back. That's how you get to these MVP levels season after season after season, to the point where I guess it's old hat at this point. I guess we've already hit the voter fatigue stage at, I think he's 27 years old, which is wild. But he's incredible, an incredible two-way player.
Well, what made you want to write this week's piece? What were you seeing that wasn't out there that you're like, I got to do this?
Well, I think there's a combination of things. First, it was just the narrowing of the MVP race to Jokic and Embiid. When to me it was a three-man pool. It was, how are we parsing these three guys, and why is Giannis being boxed out of this conversation? But we're also at the point in terms of awards voting and consideration where it's kind of why not season. You know, like, why shouldn't I vote Karl Anthony Towns all NBA center third team over Rudy Gobert? Like, why wouldn't I do that? And so it's like, if you're thinking about who the why not MVP pick is, I mean, I think you can make an argument for Luka with how strong he's come on over the back half of the season. But for me, it's Giannis. And it's, you look at every advanced stat, and Giannis is right there in the thick of it, usually with Jokic, usually above Embiid. And I mean, it's not a terribly complicated calculus that I arrived at, which is, and we talked about this in the piece. If Giannis is right there in the running for the scoring title, and he might be the defensive player of the year, how is that guy not the MVP?
And his stats are slightly better than Embiid's. If you're just going offense, it's weird. Look, I've been talking about this for, I feel like, my whole life that I've had a platform of how the MVP becomes narratives. And people got seduced by the Embiid narrative pretty early on. It doesn't mean that he's not a worthy candidate.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won before. He took a step up. He's had some nationally televised games where he kicked ass. And I think Giannis has reached this weird point where people kind of expect it. And it's hard for them to be impressed by him. But I'm constantly impressed by him. As I've discussed many times, I feel like the MVP is always evolving week to week, and that's why it's so dangerous to lock into anything before like the last 10 games.
Totally.
I always felt like it was a 3-man race. Last week, I was definitely leaning toward Jokic just because I'm constantly amazed by how kind of unreliable his team is. You know, and I felt like if the records were all going to be around the same with Milwaukee and Denver and Philly, then we have to think like, all right, now we're going degree of difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
All three guys have credentials, and then but the thing that's changing with Milwaukee is they're finally starting to play really well. They might end up getting a 2 seed. They might end up having, you know, the third or fourth best record in the league. Who knows? Yeah. And Giannis was the guy that kept it together. And the Middleton Drew thing, that's starting to, that big 3 piece that they, you know, Middleton was the guy who just wasn't as good this year as he was last year. Post All-Star, I think he's like 26 a game and is looking like Middleton again. So now that's back. Now Lopez comes back. And, you know, I look at it this way. Milwaukee's not going to be scared of playing Brooklyn in round 1. I think Philly is. I think Philly's going to do a lot of chicanery to get out of that potential 2 spot and move down. Milwaukee will welcome it, and they already know they beat Brooklyn. Now they beat a little slightly compromised Brooklyn, but I think they match up really well with Brooklyn. That's kind of, isn't that the worst case scenario for Brooklyn if Milwaukee's sitting there in a 2-7?
have to feel confident about what Durant can get. The question is, are all the other guys going to be in positions to score, to succeed? Because we've seen that play out, right? We've seen that what this matchup looks like, and now PJ Tucker isn't even there to make Durant work for it, which means you're straining Drew Holiday more and Chris Middleton more. I mean, most likely those guys are going to have heavy two-way shifts all throughout that series, which is just really draining if you're not going to put that on Giannis, which I don't think you should for a variety of reasons. But so, I mean, that is tough. But what Milwaukee has is the confidence they can win. And what Philly has is all this emotional charge and baggage because of the dynamics between them and the Nets. It would be such a weird toss-up kind of series because we all know the Nets are better than their standing and their record. We've seen Kevin Durant go toe-to-toe with pretty much anyone. Yeah. Kyrie Irving has been unbelievable, especially over these last couple weeks when he can play. And no one wants a part of that, least of all the Sixers, even though I'm sure they want to show, teach Ben Simmons something and prove something to themselves and all that. But Milwaukee's just in a different place. There's, in terms of confidence as an organization, in terms of the lineups they put on the floor, you win a championship, you're in a different place.
To take on Brooklyn, I need speed and athleticism. I need to be able to take advantage of the fact that they still don't have the right kind of size, depending on how you feel about Drummond, who I just do not trust in a playoff series. But ultimately, the kind of team they have probably goes a little smaller. I don't think we're going to see Simmons this year. And I think that might be okay for Brooklyn. I don't know if they necessarily need him because just getting Harden, an unhappy Harden off the team and flipping him for Curry and Drummond might have been just better off for them this year anyway.
Sure.
The Kyrie piece, who, I've been thinking a lot about is this what it would look like if players only played once a week? Would they because Kyrie's, in my opinion, this is the best he's ever looked. I always thought he was exceptionally talented. It was the off the court stuff that really, was the issue with him more than anything. And just him being unreliable in a variety of ways. But talent wise, I think everybody agrees he's as talented as any guy in the league. And the stuff he did the last couple games makes you think, is this what would happen if we had if it was like a Premier League season where it was just 35 NBA games? Everybody was at the peak of their athletic powers. Anyway, Milwaukee with Holiday, I think, is in the best position to at least not contain him, but, they have multiple guys that can throw at him and then Giannis protecting the rim. I would think that's the worst matchup for him. Not that there is a worse matchup, but, and then the Giannis Durant part, if they cancel each other out, now we're talking role players. And I just like how they shape up in that series. What am I missing?
Well, I think the interesting dynamic there for Brooklyn is they are so small on the perimeter. They have so many guards they're trying to fit into the rotation. That's where guys like Drew and Chris Middleton eat. Yeah, Chris Middleton will post Patty Mills into the basket. Drew Holiday will body those guys all the way into layups. If they're getting easy baskets.
All right, we kind of ran over time with them, but you see what I'm saying, man. They all had good points. And that was a Bill Simmons podcast, by the way. Bill Simmons podcast. Check him out. But they were spot on about a lot of stuff they said, man. They said it better than I could, how I could have said it. But going into it, to this GOAT conversation as I was talking about. Going to this GOAT conversation like I was talking about. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, just like they were saying, man, he's right there where he could be score leader. He's right there. Third, second, right behind Joel Embiid. Anything can happen. Got a couple more games left. Also, his numbers is just as close to Embiid's or just slightly better than him. Why he's not being talked about? That's a good question. That's a good question. You know what I'm saying? Shooting at a very good clip, percentage-wise, this season. Giannis is giving you 54%, 55% from the field. 11 boards, 29.8 We could say 30. But you know what I'm saying? Joel is right there on 30 shooting percent. I mean, Cat is just doing his thing, bro. Like, these last couple games, he's giving you 26, 16, 28, 17, 34, 16, 19, 13. Every game a block. Steals. 1.1 steals. Give me assists of 6. I mean, if the assists go up to like 7 or 8, and most definitely. But he's still doing his thing, man. That's about six assists, bro. Lovely. We take those all day. You feel me? Like, that's what it is, bro. Like, Giannis is very underrated, bro, for this year, bro. MVP talk. And I'm saying is like, what are you getting at when you talk about MVP talk? So let's just say, bro, that would be and we always want to talk these accolades and compliments and all that stuff. All that. Be all this juice. Be all this juice right quick. Let's just look at this man accolades. If this year, that'd be scoring title. If he can get it. You know what I'm saying? He's right there. I'm telling you, he's right there. Why not defensive player of the year? He's playing phenomenal defense on top of that. MVP. I got them winning the final. So that's his finals MVP champion. He would be a 2-time champion back-to-back. 2-time finals MVP back-to-back. Most valuable player for the 3rd time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, bro, if this can happen, bro, like, why wouldn't it? Why couldn't it? He wins the championship this year. Why couldn't that just, we start talking about this? Don't talk. The numbers that he's putting up. Like, after his rookie year, he averaged 12 points. His junior year, he averaged 12 points. No, I'm sorry. Junior year, 16 points. After that, he's been a 20-point cat. 2016, 2017, I believe he won Most Improved Player. 2000. I mean, the brother's been on 3 defensive first teams, 1 defensive second, defensive player of the year. If he can win another defensive player, it'll be 2-time defensive player of the year, 3-time first team, 2-time second team. And an all-star MVP, you know what I'm saying, 6-time all-star MVP. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Giannis is only 27. You feel me? Like, he's only 27. 2017, like I said, that's what his most improved year, averaging over 25 points. Ever since then, it went from 26 to 27, 29, 28, 29. And that's why, like I said, bro, that's why they don't want to look at him, because the numbers are just pretty much steady. 12 rebounds, 13 rebounds, 11 rebounds. Hit the wrong button. But like I was saying, like, Giannis is just, he's been playing on a different level. You know what I'm saying? for a long, long time, bro. And the playoffs should have showed y'all. The finals should have showed y'all. He's up there on that level. He's a brother, man, that's down to improving, getting better each and every season, man. You see it out there, man. You see it out there. I even think his free throws have gotten better this year. Like, worked on his craft. Man, I mean, the focus, the determination for him to win the finals last year was impressive all by his. Like, you had a cat that had timers. They were timing him. They had timers. You feel me? Like, they had timers. You know what I'm saying? The crowd counting down from airball. But he didn't let that stop him. That's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, elite. Just you being just an A player to that A plus player type category, man. That's it right there, bro. You feel me? Like I said, bro, what if it happens, bro? It can happen, bro. It can happen. If that whole team gels, everybody's healthy, you know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't it work? You know what I'm saying? I think they can beat Brooklyn. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think they got them. I think they got their number. They beat them more times than Brooklyn did this year. They too big. They too athletic for them. And just the fact that you're not going to have Curry only like 2 games, like, you know what I'm saying, I think it's a big key factor. You asking Kevin to do too much. Even though you got Curry, you know what I'm saying, you did acquire Drummond. That's just too much, bro. They big. They athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like, would I have Giannis stick KD? I probably would, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody role players just gonna have to step up on certain. You know, if we are at Brook, I'm sticking KD. I'm Giannis. I'm sticking KD. I want the assignment. I have to do that Kawhi shit when Kawhi was in Toronto. He said, "I'm getting Giannis." You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of mission I'm on, bro, with that. But like I said, bro, he's close to the leading scorer this year, bro. Like, the accomplishment, bro. Like, in numbers, you forgetting. My bad, y'all. I'm hitting numbers on the side because I'm trying to type 2001. All right. Joel Embiid is with 30 points. We got LeBron and Giannis second place, followed by Luka and Trey. LeBron and Giannis got 29.8. Luka 28.1. Trey Young 28. Man, he could do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If they could get that average up, why not, bro? I don't, you know. You would have a lot of accomplishments. You're only 27 years old. The conversation is gonna start coming up. You've done it with a team that no one expects you to do it with. People to criticize you for staying in Milwaukee. They're like, what are you doing? You're crazy. Like, this doesn't make sense. He's never going to win in Milwaukee. And then won one. No one believes in the cast that you got. They don't call Chris Middleton a superstar, like a superstar. He may be just a star. You know what I'm saying? He's a B- type of player, like maybe a C type of player in most people's eyes. He's also Giannis on the 75 anniversary team. Rightfully so, bro, because Giannis is a beast, bro. Rightfully so, man. He's gonna be putting up way more numbers as the years get on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this brother, if he keep averaging, why couldn't he keep averaging these numbers? He keep working on his game as far as shooting wise. He can transition to what LeBron is right now, like a shooter. Like, let's just be honest too. A little side note. Like, we got to give it to LeBron for a person that came into league dunking. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. I'll be first to say this, not big fan. But I will say is that I remember when he first came into the league, and I was one of the people that did say that, bro, all he doing is dunking, bro. All he doing. I don't see that dunking stuff ain't gonna last him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no post moves, none of that. But you look at him, bro. He got post moves. No, they could be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? No, he could do a little bit more. Figure he is, but he got some post moves. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no lie. There ain't no lie. He can shoot the ball now, especially in his older age. He's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't like the best. No, he ain't stuff her or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But he be having them hot moments where he just be wet and stuff. You know, logo LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Step back, his little step back he got. You know what I'm saying? So he become a pretty efficient shooter. You know what I'm saying? As years gone on, that's what's gonna keep him in the league longer. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot, create space. You know what I'm saying? He may not beat a lot of people off the dribble, but if he can create space, pick and roll, you know, he can last in the league even longer than what he is doing. But going back to Giannis, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he can transform his game into something like that, there's no stopping him, bro. There's no stopping him. There's no stopping him. No stopping. He's that long. He can put the ball on the floor. He, do a little something with the ball. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no Kyrie or no Chris Paul or nothing like that. But, he can put the ball on the ground. He got a nice little euro. He got a nice little spin. You know what I'm saying? You add that shooting to it as the years keep going on. He keep working on it. It's going to be hard to deny, like, where he going to be at later on in his career. I think we're going to have to say it. Like, we're going to have to say it, bro. Back-to-back champion. Back-to-back final MVP. It can happen. That's all I'm saying. It can happen. Like, come out of nowhere, Euro stepping. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greek freak. You know what I'm saying? 4 brothers, they all got rings. Well, 3 of them got rings. I don't know what the other brother. I don't even know if he's in the league, but it's just amazing, man. Got a ring, potentially could get another one. And it's just like they were saying, like, does Brooklyn have enough what it takes to see about them? Do they really? I don't even think so, bro. Like on some real shit. I don't even think so. So let's look at it. The seeding, you know what I'm saying? This is the picture. What we got. Look at, like I said, I said this too. Now, this Toronto series is going to be very interesting. We can't count them out. And I'm talking about Toronto. Because you got both games, all 4 of these games are played where there's a vaccine mandate. You feel me? They could slip out. They could slip out and lose this playing tournament. Like, they can slip out. Then you got to turn around and you got to play out of the Charlotte Hornets or Atlanta. I mean, then you're going to turn around and have to face Miami? Woo! No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No. I guess that is right. If they win, they'll be no. If they lose, loser will be 7th or 8th. Winner will be 9th and 10th, and they'll go up and they'll play. They'll be the AC. Oh no, I see it. The arrow right there pointing down. So the winner will be facing Embiid. Well, if they lose, then they'll have to face Cincinnati. Or then it'll be AC. It'll be Miami. Any path you take is going to be challenging. Any path you take is going to be challenging. Sheesh. It's a test. It's a test. That's a test. Same thing with the Lakers, bro. It's a test for their ass too, bro. Goddamn, bro. You're gonna come and face after that. After you face New Orleans, you're gonna face the Pelicans. I mean, not the Pelicans. You facing the Pelicans, and you turn around and face the Timberwolves or the LA Clippers. Then potentially facing John Moran or the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, man. That playing tournament is the damn sure doozy, but then it don't matter what path you take, you still facing a juggernaut team. But we're not talking about them right now as the playoffs, stand. We're going back to the Greek Freak, man. Like, if I didn't do enough for rant, we gonna keep ranting then. Like I said, why not? Why not? He putting up phenomenal numbers this year. He's in top 5 in rebounds, top 5 in scoring right now. Great, he plays both sides of the ball. That's just one thing about, like, when I talk about MVP, dude. He's got to be more than just numbers, man. For this cat to play both sides of the ball, you know what I'm saying? Not cheating you, no nights, giving you everything he got. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can just see it in his eyes, see it in his body language. You know what I'm saying? Why not, bro? Cat that's been working on his game and continue working on his game. Balling, my dude. Balling. This is the definition of balling. I think we need to talk about it. I think we need to put him in the conversation, man. We got to. If this year go down the way I think it's gonna go down, Milwaukee winning it all. That's right, Milwaukee winning it all. Like I said, we're gonna talk about that because I got another topic we're gonna talk about later on. My top 10 playoff like teams right now that's in it. You know what I'm saying? Some didn't make the cut, some did make the cut. But going into it, you know what I'm saying? I'll break it down for you in a little bit of standing. So we'll come back after the mission. We'll talk playing. But like I said, bro, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's just think about it, bro. Like, the conversation is probably gonna start happening if this cat win this win this title. And I'm not saying like it's just automatically going to put him in it like he's the GOAT now. No, I'm talking about the conversation started. Because you winning 2, you got more to win, and your numbers keep going and doing what it's doing. I don't see why not. I'm just being honest. I think a lot of people need to be honest with themselves too. And get on this Greek freak train and see what it is, bro. Like on some real stuff. But like I said, we're gonna be back with this play teams like top 10. All right.
Raise it around me, all I see is the impatience. My crew laugh, all they know is superficial cadence. When a baddie walk by, manhood's harder than a missile. Can't relate to the drugs, which is why I miss them. Like they probably on a Xanny or an Oxy or a Percocet of drugs that they probably sleep from now until the song end, or at least till they press skip. Waking up is not lit. Reality is not the slumber that we're clamoring. We're the generation that has spent a generation under sheets of the lies we were barehanded. Nobody wanna hear that. Nobody wanna hear that. Nobody wanna hear about that. So I guess that in between time, in the meantime, I will let the euphoria run right through my mind while the cushion of a backside find its way to my lap. Grinding on my manhood when she says that. I love the song that you had when you look up in the sky and you said the stars black. I was vilified cause I get paid giving rise to the highest bidder or the sweetest buyer. Who am I to speak? I'm preaching to the choir when I look at you. You give me hope, which is what I think any king would do. Now I think to myself, is she lying just to pull a couple extra dollars out my pocket? Or has she got it? I really can't tell. Cause if it's really about the money, then it's really kinda funny that she took the time to love my message well. So well, now at least I got the baddest chick telling me about a messed up bringing wet daddy not home. Mama heart broke, can't notice when the uncle's fiddling. Uncle's fiddling, uncle's fiddling, uncle's fiddling. He's touching you. The imagery played in my head 10 or 12 times till I stand up, pay my fee, walked out the room where she can't see me. Tears well up in my eyeglass, breaks in my chest, and I take a couple shots, hoping they suppress every part of me that says, you were raised in a happy home, call it privileged or unlucky. On the rarest that I strap with the heat. On the rarest that I worry about the food to eat. On the rarest that I worry about a hustle, but the very same hustle everyone speaks causes impatience. The right way is too late and takes too long, harbors impatience. Take my glories with a side of patience while I wait being told I'm an Oreo. Or I shouldn't rhyme cause they never knew I had to bleed in the streets. It's really kinda sweet. Cause when I make it to the promised land, courtesy of patient pies, they'll be the same ones selling their soul for a piece. Real speak. Around me, all I see is the impatience. Around me, all I see is the impatience.
Can you tell us your name?
My name is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Greek freak, young man.
Maybe 50 years, 20 years, maybe my numbers up there in next career.
And he told me a year and a half from now you're gonna get drafted and you're gonna be in the NBA.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. What is your goal for your career?
I want to be NBA player.
You're I get on the court, I'm gonna go 100%.
The hunger.
I don't think there's.
It's still there. Y'all know y'all see it. Y'all know y'all see it. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop playing, bro. Y'all better stop playing, bro. All right. My top 5 teams that's in the playoffs. Top 10, I'm sorry. Top 10 that's in the playoffs. Y'all already know, number 1, we going with Milwaukee, bro. Like I said earlier, bro, if these cats are all healthy, bro, I don't see team really beating them, bro. Like, they too big, bro. They too big. They got Brook Lopez back, so that's helped them out with their defense, man. Because even though they weren't the same defensive team like they were last year, this top 15, sitting right there at the 15 for the defensive teams right now. But Giannis is Giannis. Giannis is, like I said, giving you 29 points, 11 boards, shooting at 55% from the field, bro. A lot of their role players is catching on and hitting their strides right now as the later part of the season is hit. I just think they just dangerous who they got. They'll have Cleveland. That's going to be a good test for them because they're big, man. So they're going to match them. That's probably like one of the only teams I think I'm kind of scared of going against them, to be honest with you, just because they're big, man, and they just big. Kevin Hart, Josh Allen, and they young too. They can run. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of worried about that team. But other than that, man, I think they'll get past. If it's Brooklyn or Philly, they'll get past. It's just James Harden and Joel Embiid, and I think I don't have confidence in James, and you know what I'm saying. So I just don't have confidence in James. James has shown time and time again he doesn't show up when you need him to show up. So I'm not banking on that. But if I'm wrong on that case, I guess I'll be wrong. But hey. Numbers don't lie, bro. Numbers don't lie. Your track record don't lie. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go with that type of thing. Milwaukee's, they got pretty much the same cast. You know what I'm saying? So they know what it's like to be in the dog house. The doghouse is the playoff. You know? They know what it's like to get all the way there, you know what I'm saying, and put on the show. So they want that feeling back. As the playoffs are gonna keep going up, they know what that feeling is. So that's why I said I got Milwaukee. And I think when you got Giannis leading the charge, they ain't gonna get stopped. Now, number 2. Seemed like it's just a back-to-back year with both teams, man, like Phoenix Suns. I'm not going to lie to you, though. I had Golden State before I made this list. Only reason why I got Golden State not in it no more, as far as number 2, is the fact that Curry just got hurt. He sprained he had a minor sprain and a ligament in his foot. So that's one reason why Wiseman's still not back. James Wiseman's still not back. I've seen a report saying that he's having a setback. So that's another thing. Like, man, like they just keep getting hit and hit and hit with different stuff as far as the Golden State. Like, I think hopefully when the playoffs gets up to par that they would things would change for them. So we'll see what's up with that as the playoffs get closer. Maybe things will change. But, you know, this is the list right now, and I didn't want to make it off of my heart. I want to make it off what I think will really go down, like stuff like that. Clay's back. Draymond's back. You know, they playing pretty good. Had a bad loss other night. But against Boston, that's when Curry went down. And Curry's been having a shooting slump. But even though after the playoffs, I mean, the All-Star, he's ramped it back up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Clay's back. He had a 30-point game the other night. I think it was close to 40. Like I said, Draymond's back. So once these guys get their feet underneath them, maybe this is a good thing for Golden State. On top of that, too, that gives Steph time to rest. But this also, too, could potentially knock them down. They're kind of close with 4 and 5 teams. We'll see what's up with that. We'll keep a steady eye on. Now, number 3 is a team that I've been loving since the start of Summer League, start of trade deadline, you know what I'm saying? Like the Chicago Bulls. They're my second favorite team going into the summer and going to the Summer League. I just like the team that they had. Now, they missing one key ingredient, but the fact that, they're, scratching the claw on where they at right now, they're one seed at the particular point before and after the All-Star break is the Chicago Bulls. I like them, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that they will surprise somebody. And the first people they face is Boston. Now, I think if they can get Ball back, bro, it would change a lot of the story. You know what I'm saying? Ball is a great defender. I'm not asking him to shoot, but he can shoot. He's become a very reliable 3-point shooter in the corner, top of the key. Like I say, he can pass the ball. It'd be another guy that can put the ball on the ground. He can get to the hoop. We got Alex Caruso back after his injury, so he still need to get acclimated too, get his feet wet. You know what I'm saying? We got the Rosen out there, Zach LaVine, both are in the talk about MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? So we can't forget about them, bro. Like, they doing phenomenal things. I like that team. You know what I'm saying? As far as where they at in the defense category, they're in the top 25. They're sitting at 25, you know what I'm saying, where they at with defense. Now, that's pretty good. Very, very good on this list, you know what I'm saying? But they will be facing a Boston team. Now, Boston's not on my list, but Boston's got the number one. Despite their rough patches at the beginning of the season, they got the number one in all basketball right now. So they could be a potential like headache. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Smart, got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Like, these cats have been to the dance as far as the playoffs. So they could be hungry to at least get past the first round. But I think it's gonna be an early exit for them. I think Chicago is gonna do what they got to do. Even though they say like 20, but just remember, Alex Caruso was leading the league in steals. You know what I'm saying? Before he went out, and like I said, Ball's a terror on the defense. You know what I'm saying? With those cats out, their defensive side of the ball has taken a hit. But with these guys coming back, if they can come back, I saw the report. Alonzo still questioning that knee. He's still feeling some pain in it. It's like a knee bruise. So yeah, we got a couple games left. So we cross our fingers on that and see where we can get back. If they can, like I said, if they can end up winning that matchup, they'll end up facing either Miami or Brooklyn, or the Charlotte Hornets or the Atlanta Hawks. However, how the play-in tournament falls, and whoever can get to the Miami. If they can face Miami, I think they got a good matchup, man. You know what I'm saying? I think they got a good matchup. Kyle Lowry. They got a lot. That I wouldn't sleep on that team. That's why Miami's in there too. But let's continue on. Number 4. I think my next one will have some heads turning. I even think the third one has some heads turning. But Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies, for a particular reason, bruh, they are a terror on defense. Memphis Grizzlies are number one in rebounding, blocks, and steals. So, whew, they're number one in blocks, steals, and rebounding. So, bruh, with Steven Adams getting rebounds and the athleticism of John Moran and the athleticism of the whole team it will be a nightmare. They're a running gun team. You know what I'm saying? So if teams can put them in a half court set, then that probably could change a whole lot. But they still dangerous. You know what I'm saying? John Moran is a beast to get in the paint. They don't shoot a lot of jump shots like that. But I think this is another potential team that you just gotta watch out for, bro. Like, regardless of their inexperience in the playoff, they've been in the play-in tournament before. Every team gotta have their, what's the word I want to say? They gotta pay their dues, and I think their dues is at least get past the second round. The first round. At least get past the first round. Then we talk about that. But I like their ceiling. I think it's pretty high. Sitting at number 4 on my list. We got Golden State right now at number 5. Like I said, they only fall right there just because of the fact that, like I said, Steph Curry's out. No James Wiseman. He has another setback. I don't know what big contribute he's going to have. He's not in basketball shape. The only good thing about it, he's a young cat, so maybe it's not that much basketball shape you got to really get into. As far as they probably just want him to be a body out there. Presence, 6 feet, you know what I'm saying? It gives them length out there because that's what they're missing. Draymond Green's back. He's been playing some game. He's getting in shape. Klay Thompson. I like the team. They are my pick, to be honest with you. But like I said, if that's just picking with my heart, but to pick realistic, you know what I'm saying? They just been in and out, you know what I'm saying, of health and stuff like that. And with Curry going down, it's no telling when he's going to come back. Is he going to come back putting up those numbers that he was at the tail end of the playoff? I mean, the regular season. So this is all going to be interesting right there. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. Now, my first favorite team coming into the Summer League, into the new year, was Miami. I mean, like I said, you got Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Buckets, you got Hero, Robin Duncan, Bam. I mean, that team is just, you talk about athletics, you talk about grit, grind, you talk about defense, you talk about like dudes that can get you buckets. Top 5 in defense. Sitting at number 5 is Miami. I mean, they definitely know what it's like to get to the dance, and I know they're still hungry, you know what I'm saying, to definitely get back. I don't put nothing past them. They'll have the potential to out of facing Charlotte Hornets, Atlanta, Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, Toronto, one of those teams. They have a potential of facing one of those teams. Excuse me. And they got a good defense, bro. They could swarm you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got PJ Tucker in the lineup now. Like, that was KD's kryptonite in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? When he was on the Milwaukee Bucks. So we can't put nothing past them. There's certain teams in here that are like, I'm telling you, you're going to have to watch out for. They're going to surprise you. They're going to do things that you weren't expecting them to do. And that's one of them right there. You know what I'm saying? Between Chicago, Memphis Grizzlies, and Miami Heat. These above the radar. Even though Miami's number 1 in the East, it's still like, they just there, bro. There ain't a real lot of buzz about them. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Now, after that, I got the 76ers. The 76ers only sitting low is just because the last couple of games, they've been looking suspect. They haven't had a good time closing game. So that is a concern to me. You know what I'm saying? James Harden, your track record in the playoffs, you don't show up. And Joel Embiid can only do so much, man. Because if you're not on, we're gonna swarm Joel Embiid to get the ball out of his hand. Don't want him to put the ball on the ground. And everybody else, if they miss, you know what I'm saying, we can get them going, or wherever we gotta pick our poison at, we gonna pick the poison at. As long as you know what I'm saying, we can contain Joel Embiid. That's what it's about. Contain them. And we shown that it can be done. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they definitely a team that I wouldn't want to see either. You know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid's averaging 30 points, you know what I'm saying, doing phenomenal things, both ends of the floor. Talked about for MVP. Joel Embiid is giving you 11 boards, 4 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like, team's number 2 in the Eastern Conference on top of that. So, gotta watch out for them, bro. Gotta watch out for them. But it's only going to go so far as James. And like I said, and James, I do not trust. That's just me personally. Sorry until you show me otherwise. That's just what it is right now. And I just think, too, on top of that, y'all gave a lot just to get Harden. Sometimes that's not always a good thing, man. You know, I think Stephen Curry would have been a great asset to y'all going into the playoffs. And I believe he's always been a good asset to y'all going in the playoffs, putting up phenomenal numbers for y'all. For a cat that's coming off the bench on top of that. Like, he's giving you 15 points, you know what I'm saying, coming off the bench. Lovely. Take that. Because, you know, everything wraps up in the playoffs. So if he's giving me 15 points, he's probably going to give me to 18, 20. And if he can do that, we definitely like that. And, you know what I'm saying, even if he can't give me the 18 and 20, if he stay in the 15 range, that's still good, man. You know what I'm saying? We take that. Then you had Drummond out there that could have backed up and be on top of that. Let's say you get in foul trouble. Like, you got that other big presence out there. These two big, like, you can't get around these two big guys. Like, it doesn't matter when Joel sits on the bench. You got another big guy you're going to have to go around and shit. So, for them to lose that is just another big hit in my eyes. I think they gave up too much. When they played Brooklyn, I felt like they got exposed. They haven't been good on, like I said, closing games. And that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. And you're losing games at home, too. That's not cool. So, with that being said, that's why they number 6. Now, after that, we got number 8, Utah Jazz. I like the Utah Jazz. I'm a big fan of Donovan Mitchell, Michael Conley, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Bogut, another big cat. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about them, talking about big cats the other game. Part of it got cut off, but still a good topic. Some of it's still on YouTube, so you should go check it out. By the way, like I said, you got Rudy, man, give you 15 points, 15 rebounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like, defense, bro. Defense on top of that, bro. They're not in the top 15, not in the top 20, but I still wouldn't want to go see them. You know, they've been hit with injuries too, so that's something to be said too on top of it. So I'm not going to count too much into them being in like the top 10 or even the top 25 defense. But something to be said, though. Something to be said when you got, you know, players in and out. Rudy was out. Mike Conley was out. Donovan Mitchell was out. Like, towards the playoffs, I mean, the All-Star, they all start coming back around as far as getting off the injuries and stuff like that. But it's a tough team. Another sleeper team I think people need to watch out for. The Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant-Man is dangerous. That young cat is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy says it's too early to call him Vince Carter, but he can't jump out the gym. I'm not gonna lie. He gonna dunk on you, bro. You got Cat that's like been playing phenomenal basketball the last 10, 15 games. You know, he had a 60 piece the other night. He's another dangerous big man. and don't get his just due his respect. Towns is giving you 24, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Like I said, that could be another sleeper team. You still got D'Lo out there. Can't forget about him. He can have a big night and drop buckets on you. Let's just not forget about that. It's dangerous, bro. That could be a dangerous team, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially where they falling at. They could potentially end up playing the Lakers. And I think they got the Lakers money, bro. On some real shit, bro. You got Patrick Bev out there, that dog, that horse that's gonna get in players' faces and run around. I would want a team with a Patrick Bev. I ain't gonna lie to you. Dangerous team. Now, the final team that's on here, and it's really no disrespect, but at least they own the top 10, but because you can't sleep on this team. And it's the Brooklyn Nets. You got KD. But can KD carry a team when Kyrie's not there on a consistent basis, bro? You know what I'm saying? I know there's going to be nights where Kyrie's going to come in and KD could take the backseat, stuff like that. But we talk about matchups. There's some dogs out there on the defense end that could probably not shut him down, but contain him. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, this could be a blessing in disguise in a way, too, because like I said in my previous rant about this situation with Kyrie, is the fact that he get to rest. He get to rest 2 games. They can ball out with a team. It go double overtime, shot for shot, defense position, a defensive stop after defensive stop after defensive stop. All that can happen. All that can happen, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got Kyrie coming in, healthy legs, balling on you. Like I said, Cat only played 19 games, bro, and it's just been balling. 20, like 1 game under 10 points. 1 game under 10 points. So this could be potentially bad too. But like I said, though, where they fell at, you're facing Toronto, and both sides don't do man. They gotta be man. You gotta be vaccinated. You gotta be vaccinated. So would he be able to play if Brooklyn New York lift a mandate? I don't know if they're even gonna do that. But this could be potentially be bad. Because now you gotta have KD carry it for force 7-game series. Potentially he's gonna have to carry this team for 7 games. Now that could potentially drag on to later series. You know what I'm saying? He had to put on for that first series. Because that's a lot of games that you got to play. You got to play the play-in tournament, say he loses. Then you got to play another round. Say you win that round between Atlanta and Charlotte. Now you got to play Miami, which is a even grittier defensive team, top 5 defensive team. You feel what I'm saying? You probably beat them on height because now you got Drummond, but these cats are getting your face. They got dogs out there. Jimmy's a dog. You got PJ Tucker. That's a dog. This is not gonna be a cakewalk, bro. People need to get out this notion like Brooklyn's gonna do it, like type situation. You see what Kyrie did? Yeah, I see what Kyrie did. He should be doing that. You got fresh legs. But it's going to be nice where he's not going to be able to do it. You better hope that mandate is lifted. Because it's going to be nice where he's not going to be able to do it. That's why they send it at number. That's why they send it at number 10. If they lift the mandate, it could jump them up, really. To be honest with you. But, and I didn't say nothing about no Ben Simmons. It's not a question if he's going to play with his bad back. You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be interesting, bro, like when the playoffs go. But like I said, that's my top 10 right there. We go over real quick. Got my Milwaukee Bucks, number 1. Phoenix Suns, number 2. Chicago, number 3. Memphis Grizzlies, number 4. Golden State, number 5. Miami Heat, number 6. Philadelphia 76ers, number 7. Utah Jazz, number 8. Minnesota Timberwolves, number 9. And Brooklyn, number 10. This is my top 10 teams going into the playoffs, man. Like, pretty much basing it off of, like, who's from 1 to 10, who's got the better shot winning it. That's what it is. On both sides of the playing field, you know what I'm saying? It's not divided up by no sides, but on both sides, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be it for us for the day. We got some more stuff we're going to be talking about, you know what I'm saying, going on into earlier week. And we're going to be back on Wednesday, 8 o'clock. You know what we do, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't stopping, bro. We just going to keep getting better with this, man. We're going to stamp my greatness on this. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit. Welcome to the show, man. We love y'all out here, man. We appreciate y'all out here. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it with us and stuff like that. You know, catching it on the later tip. Also, like I said, bro, if you know any artists, you know what I'm saying, that want to jump on, DM me, bro. You know what I'm saying? We out here working, bro. Like, we out here working. We want to see what you about, see what you got going on and stuff like that. Producers as well. Shout out to all the cats, you know what I'm saying, it's been on here before. They got dropped their music on here. We got the first cat, Ace Hood, you know what I'm saying? Kite Boo, David Cudjoe, you know what I'm saying? All their links is in the description. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to check out their pages, make sure you do that, bro, because they dope artists, man. Dope artists, man. They give you a different spectrum on music and stuff like that. Like I said, underground music is one of the most beautiful music out there because it's from the heart, bro. It's before the industry really got a hold of them and they start making industry music and stuff like that. They forgot how to make rap music for real people, like people that's really going through the struggle and real life situations and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? So go ahead and check these cats out, bro. We gonna get more of these cats on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and stuff like that, bro. We're going to get more cats on here and keep rocking it. Keep doing what we do, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be definitely covering up more basketball. Got more stuff coming out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying, bro, we got more stuff coming out. Bro. We just going to keep raising the bar each and every time we get on here. We just got to keep working. That's just what it really is about, bro. Just keep working, God, and stay consistent. And we gonna keep making it, bro, and just stay blessed. That's just it. Stay blessed. Stay hungry. Don't give a fuck, man. And keep that mindset going in everything that you do. Real shit. So you already know what it is, though. You know what I'm saying, bro. You know, it's just your boy Smuvie Mane, Bruce Wayne, aka Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chase. You know what I'm saying, aka Peter Parker, aka the ultimate hype man, you know what I'm saying? You know, aka Jack Slater. You know what I'm saying? AKA, you know what I'm saying, the man with the many names. Shit. But holla at your boy. We gonna keep doing what it do. Smoothie Man.